Oh,
Ipos
actually,
does not look happy with this. He's fine with being used as bait, it's the whole dressing him up.
Epos, can you roll me a local or a nature?
It'll be nature, because I don't have local. Where's my nature gone? There we go. Yeah,
Ah,
Ipos.
here's the interesting thing. There is, in fact, exactly one other Fey noble in this area. In fact, it's actually one of the teachers at the school. It's a teacher that you've pretty much never interacted with currently because he only teaches math and he is also not an adventurer. So I'll flash up his card.
Ew, the
Actually, he also
maths
teaches geometry
teacher.
and sculpting.
Ew.
The main issue is, I'll tell you now, he has absolutely no adventuring classes, and while he does hold the Fey title, he's probably not going to want to be used as bait, unless you somehow trick him into it.
Which would be quite fitting here, but I don't particularly want to go tricking a teacher, even if it's a maths teacher, into being bait for someone who will try to murder him.
I like to think there's like a scale in Tinder's mind, where it's like weighing up the pros and cons, and there's just a very hefty block that says math teacher.
I kind of skipped over his classes. I kind of didn't need to take them.
Hey,
Ipos not no numbers.
hey, J-Mac, I wouldn't doubt him. Sacred geometry, a nightmare of a feat set.
He doesn't touch it.
Look, he just geometry. He could totally do it.
It's true. Technically, he is a gateway to sacred geometry, but he does not. He would not be able to teach someone that.
Gateway to sacred
Secretly, he could
geometry.
choose his secrets closely. He's actually the most powerful caster in the school, but he only uses it on teaching magic. Congratulations.
Looks at his 6th level as an expert. Yeah, sure.
All right. Yeah, that sounds like a plan. I don't know, Ipos, if you're up for being bait. I don't know if you could. I don't know.
This is not the first time.
What do you mean it's not the first time?
Ipos means what Ipos said.
I'm sorry. Okay.
That's very depressing.
Right, I genuinely forget if it's happened with this party yet, but I imagine at some point in his backstory, he has been used as bait.
Oh, absolutely. Especially spending time in the fake horse.
Yeah, yeah. Even if he wasn't aware of it, he was used as bait.
Okay. I guess everyone get ready for tomorrow kicking ass.
And I guess I'll prepare 2 uses of delay poison.
As you can fairly easily return from the gigantic swords, with I assume the alloy in tow.
Nah, we leave it there. Fuck it. No.
As you leave, Aster just takes all mine now, bitch.
We take it down.
Your form.
We take it down to our boat and just start lining it.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, not that much metal.
Next time Astra comes back, Astra is now a small golem.
God.
One size category up. That's entirely reasonable.
I'm just fucking imagining the Keanu Reeves where it's like he's shrunk.
At some point, Astra will be the core of an adamantine golem who sits there all battle giving bodyguard.
Mm-hmm.
Nay.
But yes, you can return back to the surface and rest, as I imagine several of you will actually need spells.
Yep.
I mean, especially if I'm going to have to guard against performance with.
Yeah, it's going to be awkward because a lot of us are either good at performance but bad in melee, or good in melee but bad at performance. Not many of us really cross both.
There's a Venn diagram, and Alana sits directly in the middle.
Yeah.
Like, I don't assume, J-Mac, I can substitute anything for perform here.
Let me look at your skills. I presume no, unless you have any kind of skill that is like drinking poison.
I have a drinking poison skill, though.
Then no.
I mean, technically, my fortitude save is better than my perform skill.
I have a bunch of antitoxins because we'll need it. So.
Well, the best I can do with my perform skill is get it from -1 up to +4.
Yeah.
Something.
I'm kind of in the same boat. I'm gonna be fucked.
I can get my perform skill up to being reasonable, and if needed to, I can give someone else a +5 bonus as well. But that depends on how far the problem is it depends on how early we see the target.
Yeah.
If combat starts immediately as soon as we see him, with no chance in advance, then all I'm going to do is protect myself and no one else.
Mhm.
Yeah, and it's also going to be a thing of like how close are we to him when combat starts. Again, his whole one-on-one combat thing is only after 3 rounds, but if we spend 2 rounds getting to him,
Well, ideally, it's not. He's not gonna roll initiative.
oh, ideally, sure, but since when do plans actually work?
Ideally, we dive down from the heavens.
You know, I can do that.
Oh,
Find me a
that
tall
reminds
tree.
me. As a day passes,
Oh
right,
dear.
quickly. Torrin, does Ash, off the top of your head, does Ash have any like special resistances against disease? As for a character sheet.
Oh, I get myself up to
Not in particular, no. But check my ameliorating hex,
Ooh, I shall.
because I don't remember if that one covers disease or not. I
It's
want to
bonus
say it
think the
doesn't.
lower level one
It's bonus
doesn't.
against dazzled, fatigued, shaken, or sickened.
Okay,
Yeah,
then
but
yeah,
higher level
no.
one.
Then I guess the only thing is if it's an inhaled disease, I was wearing a filter scarf.
You nat 20, you're fine.
Awesome.
Job.
Okay. As the next again day, when some of you are getting up, you feel sort of bad. Actually, that reminds me. Literally everyone in the party but Ash feels, and Vern is not affected for his purpose.
Sigh.
Okay, Alana, you take 1 charisma damage. Aaron, you're not allowed to write this out.
Oh, good. People damage before we go to a dance fight.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
I did remember, Tinder, I can actually get my perform up to +6.
I know. I'll be relying on it.
I can't go any higher than that. I can get it up to 1 skill rank. Yeah, 1 skill rank basic performer level though.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna feel so bad. Oh, 2 charisma damage, that sucks.
Down the DC for you.
Yeah, that really sucks for me.
Well,
As
you're
of-
not the only people in the dorm feeling this, as a few other people, when you wake up, kind of look a bit like their skin just looks very ashen. They don't look like they look just generally as if they've caught the flu, but beyond their skin, but they're very pale.
Yeah. Unless the restoration is a level 2 spell, I can't afford to burn level 2s.
for church service.
The only thing I can think of is technically June could get one of you a lesser restoration.
But she'd be getting Silas one.
Fair enough.
Damn it, Silas. Be a team. Restore me.
Ow!
Silas is no longer charismatically damaged.
Why I have charisma?
Thought nothing was supposed to follow us up from the dungeon.
Not sure it
Oh, we
came
got
from
sick from
there.
something.
Others in dorm sick.
Odd.
I'm assuming the others sick aren't just those who were in our party.
No, there's a few other people who are sick. Marie's familiar. Lee, Nell, actually as well, Shrike, the bird that you brought
Oh
home,
no, poor
Tinder,
bird.
and Staff have all suffered a degree of charisma damage.
That is a random as hell assortment.
Let's see though,
Yeah.
because
Wait, expedition's called off. I've got a burb to look after.
on the bright side, this is charisma damage. Hold on, I need to check how many times Princeton can do this a day. Is it this one? No. Basically, as it kind of people puzzle it out and figure out, we're all taking this damage with, I don't know, in low reason. Princeton will do you all a solid, and as long as you have less than 2 charisma damage, he'll heal it for you.
Less than 2, so if you've got 1.
Or 2 or less.
Right.
So the only person who's sort of out of luck is Aaron.
Oh, well, I guess if Princeton actually would do that, then I only had 2, so here, Aaron, you can have this.
What?
It came from June, though, just so you know. It
what
will
is it?
restore.
don't
It
be
will
a wuss
restore
about
your.
it.
It will restore your force of personality in a similar way to what Princeton is doing. It'll make you feel better from whatever's going on here.
What?
It'll make you feel and look better. Just take it.
No.
Jin just like puts a hand on Silas's shoulder. Don't force her. I don't want her to.
Why not? I was not going to.
Look, I don't. No, I'm fine.
I
I will
disagree,
stow
but
this away
okay.
for anyone. I will stow this away for anyone else who feels they need it,
Uh,
or who Princeton
Nothing.
cannot aid.
Everyone else is fine. Nobody else actually got free charisma damage. Just Aaron.
So how much effective?
Is this actually a disease?
Yes. If you wish, people can attempt heal checks to try and figure out what the fuck this is.
What is Aaron's effective charisma?
Her currently 11.
She's
Oh, she's fine.
fine.
Yeah, I'm not worried.
It's a lot more scarier for Alana, honestly, who has 7 charisma, I believe.
Hey, go for me as well. It would be.
Fair. Okay. 8 is better than 7.
Is indeed 7.
Does Ipos have a +5 heal modifier? That must be an old thing that I've left. Sound.
Tears to Wine?
Probably.
Still in the build, maybe? 23. I assume Ash would like to roll heal.
I don't have heal trained.
Never mind. Let's see. Aaron. It's actually you and Nell who end up coming to this conclusion. Partially because you just rolled very good on heal, but Nell's actually seen this, or what might have caused this before.
It's
Back
the
in Dominic's
hands.
lair, there was a number of strange black eggs that the party that the people you left behind basically ended up setting on fire because they're weird and Lamash too. But Nell thinks when they identified them, they had some form of disease effect tied to them, and she thinks this is very similar. But you have all been affected by what's it called again? I had it right
Mummy
here.
what?
Black Perfection.
Hmm.
Every day,
Perfection.
you have to make a fort save, of course. If you fail, you will take charisma damage. Should you reach 0, you'll essentially become mentally insane.
That is.
And your only desire will be to perform your best to essentially grace people with the beauty of Lamash too.
Sounds like fun. Let's do it.
Great.
No, so that's what my slight itch to work on Ipos is.
But what?
No, I think that is different. I think that's just your normal itch.
Oh,
Pretty sure that was there before this.
it's a little bit more noticeable.
Either way, lovely. Ugh. God, this.
Yeah, I'll get it fixed. I'll work on a cure. I have also some basic anti-plagues currently.
As most people catch the plague. Congrats.
Side note, Silas,
Hmm.
you good to talk to the alchemist tomorrow? Because we keep putting that off, and now
Oh,
like
right.
everybody was.
Oh, right, yes. To be honest, I actually kind of forgot.
Oh my god! Literally
No,
one of the
out
most
of
powerful
character.
people in the.
Out of
I know.
character.
I know.
Yes, we can finally go talk to him.
Yeah, I also need to just sort of harass Dominic about doing it because I was giving him time to mentally prepare, like he asked.
Yes.
And he's ready. He's been waiting for you to ask him to go.
I didn't know that, so
That's fair. It's not. Whenever you wish to, you can go talk to him.
all right.
Basically.
Alright, then. Well, I guess I am ready whenever you are.
Good. Let's do this. All right, let's go kick a Fey guy's ass.
As
Side note,
random-
he's Fey. If he has like anything special we need to do to kill him, like stake to the heart or whatever.
No. Most Fae die same as other things, just in Fae world they sort of come back to life, but he not there, so it'd be fine.
No, he's near a Fey gate. Do I have to make sure that's closed?
No. Long as he not go through, but if he go through, he have bigger issues.
Got it.
Is there actually like would from what I've heard of him, of his type of Fae, would I know if he has any particular DR which certain things could help against?
Everyone is free. Well, actually, except you because you've already done the check. Other people are free to make knowledge nature to attempt to identify more about the Duke of Silvershades.
Time to hit the books.
So I realize
If
I
I
never
could read.
just can read. He just couldn't speak common for a while.
Yes, Ipos can read, he's just not good at reading.
Would Ari really have had much contact with Fae courts? Or is it more just she likes to hoard fairy dragons?
Not both. She
Yeah.
stole a fairy dragon from a fake court. And
And in all honesty, there's a chance because out of her two heritage, she was more aligned with Fae once she was freed because it kind of went against, or well, being captured went against the entirety of what being Fae meant to her. So
Fair. I'll give you +2. So let's see what the weather's like. Oof.
I rolled like garbage. Oh well.
Thankfully, Alana has a base familiarity with the Fae. He will likely have a lot of the typical Fae resistances, which I'll tell you now is very unfortunate for some of you. Come on, I even summarized these to make it easier to see. Up, no, down. Okay. In total, he has some DR versus Cold Iron, I believe it was.
Yeah,
Alright, it's on sheep, that's why.
Yeah, cold iron
Cold
for
iron.
characters. That's standard.
Look at my nose. He has DR versus Cold Iron. He has energy resistance versus electricity and lightning.
Which is gonna suck.
And beyond that, who have a few innate spellic abilities inherent to most powerful Fae. As well as, very likely that he'll have a few, maybe like tricks up his sleeves, sort of like similar, he might be able to do like the teleporty thing that Alana does, he might be able to go invisible when he wants, he might have spell resistance, he might have the ability to move through nature unimpeded, stuff like that. But you're not quite sure. It's really like, could be anything at this point.
I did
Yeah.
some reading last night. Apparently, Fey titles give powers.
Yes.
What's your power, Ipos?
Ipos has greatest of powers.
Go on.
Ipos has super special magic from his title.
Go on. Is that any different from your normal magic?
Yes. And he's not actually using it, but I'm just saying for the demonstration purposes that he's using it. But he does sort of a little jiggy dance sort of thing, almost like he's got ants in his pants, you know, that sort of movements. And as he does so, Erin finds it incredibly hard to sit still, like harder than normal, and essentially he's casting Jitterbug on her.
Okay. Alright, okay, I got the example. You don't need to fully go with work. Okay,
Yeah.
got it. Sure.
Well, today it's raining lightly. Whether or not that's in your favor, who knows?
Makes harder to see, maybe.
A little bit. Okay then. If everyone is done preparing, you are free to move. It's 8 hexes an hour, as long as you're on the road. Otherwise, it's 6, I believe.
Oh my gosh. Could be there in an hour, but I have to wait for you all.
Yes, we've already covered that Aaron is unreasonably fast. Also, Ipos, there's a tiny Ipos that you can move on the
Oh,
map.
yes. What do we think? Follow the road to the corner and then head straight?
Yeah.
Across?
Blind. Oh, there it is.
Probably
And now that you're on planes, it's 6 tiles an hour.
straight like that?
So roughly, it'll take you like 3 hours to reach it.
I want to cut down on our excitement, Ipos. I don't want to go through a hidden camp.
Hadn't we already been there?
No.
Oh.
You found that with the birds, and then not had a reason
in
to
that
go there yet.
case, let's go adjacent to the.
That works.
Okay. Oh, can I also have 3D100?
I want one.
I want one.
Y'all can have them.
64,
Best
67,
buddies!
21.
The odd one out.
Technically you have an encounter, though considering where you are, it's on the easy list, so time to see what you just stomp over.
The free skeletons.
Oh no!
Shouldn't all the undead be killed by now?
Right, spontaneously anyway.
Ironically, you do come across 5 zombie wolves.
Does,
Across 5 zombie wolves.
doesn't Dominic have the ability to just dispel all of his undead?
No. Or rather, he could, but he needs to actually, like, touch them.
Oh.
So that's why it's been taking him a while. But
Right,
also, these do not look like anything that Dominic has raised.
Okay.
I mean, also keep in mind that if he released the undead out of his control, such as it went over his hit dice limit, he would lose the ability to just desummon them.
Right.
Remember, you can only hold so many undead under one control, even as an occultist.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hmm.
So was Aaron technically, because they do have a CR, they are CR1 if you want to harvest the zombie wolves.
We have places to be.
Fair enough.
And it'll take, what, like 10 minutes? We can spare 10 minutes. If you really want it.
You know what? You guys just go. I'll catch up.
And
That's
that is very true.
So
Am I blind?
Yes, you
I mean,
are.
the answer to that is yes, but anyway.
Depends what you're looking for.
Figure quite literally blind. I'm looking at my documents. There's something I need to see. Ah, okay. Can Epos, you roll me a D3.
Oh dear, I'm scared. 1.
Okay, that's fine. I'm moving you on the map. As soon as I remember which one of these it is. I hear nope, not that one. This one? This one. I'm sure it's just like a fucking hotkey to have people appear on. No. Don't do that.
Oh, I
This
see a
map has
box.
lighting, so I'll need to drop shit before you're able to see. Give me a second.
I see a square.
Oh yeah, you'll be able to see that square because there's hidden notes
And-
there
and,
that will appear later.
A thing. I don't know what this thing is, but I'm moving it.
Whee!
Gosh. Oh yeah. Boss.
Oh.
Ren. Ren, are you set up to have vision?
No, or at least I can't see
No.
anything currently.
You should be able to see now.
I already don't like the look of this map.
And so the Lord did say, "Let there be vision." Wait, that's not what he said.
No.
You not see?
I
can see.
That's just Ren, I mean.
Also,
Please note, while moving around, I had my hoverboard
Yes.
because I can.
also, don't forget to heal yourselves.
What? No, I purposely
Yes.
stuck myself after my sleep, so I was down on hit points again.
As Epos, you are aware that there is a Fey, basically an opening to the Feywilds here,
Yes.
which is pretty much the first place you'd think to look for clues as you end up heading here. It's quiet.
Too quiet?
No, more like a reasonable forest quiet. There's just a gentle pitter-patter of rain, a little light wind blowing through the clearing.
Hippos is basically going to head center of the clearing. Just looking around, seeing if anything immediately stands out as,
Silas,
not how it's supposed to be.
give him the scepter.
Why?
Because he's the bait.
Hippos already have amazing stuff of wonder. Holds up
Okay,
his
never mind.
axiom. Made of a spine.
It's fair.
Epos, roll me both a knowledge nature and a perception.
18
Epos,
nature.
you notice through the various ley lines and magical energies in the area that this magical circle into a Feywild has been used multiple times in the recent, you'd probably say month or so? Something or someone has been crossing through here regularly.
Huh. I mean, can't have been the Duke. He wouldn't have been that insane. Actually, it probably was him.
Currently, it feels like the person is. You'd hazard a guess that we're currently on the material plane as of now.
Could I gather anything about them from the surrounding energies?
Not unless you have a proper spell to do.
At best,
Like
I would
Detect
have
Magic
detect.
Barrier.
Yeah, at best, I'd have normal detect magic.
I'm afraid not. That person does not have any lingering magic that would show up with a simple detect magic.
Okay, so person B coming back and forth. That's not entirely unexpected, because it might not be him. It might just be, it's a Fey gateway. We know there's been Fey visiting the school. They could have come from here.
Yeah.
So it's not entirely unexpected. Archway, because that's always dear.
You're not sucked away to the Feywild. However,
Aw.
I can reveal this. If you look to the right where you can see the thingy, boop. Fey Gate. A creature of Fey nature, which includes a boss, can open this gate, allowing passage into the Feywild. This takes 1 minute, or it can be forced through the expenditure of a second level spell.
I presume I can also close the gate?
Yes, if it were to lie open, you could certainly close it.
Right. I make sure it's closed.
It is currently closed. Notably, the Fey portals have a tendency to just close themselves after a while.
Yeah.
Material plane and Feywild don't no so mix much.
Yeah, but, you know.
I'm gonna be really keeping an eye open.
Do you want to give me a perception check?
I would love to.
Please do. I don't have perception. As cautious as Hippos is trying to be, he cannot see things.
That's why I'm here.
Best bard.
Yeah.
Now's
Also,
also a
we
good time
we
to-
also don't have an ash on the map.
Yeah, I was just gonna plop them down whenever if should combat happen.
And I'm actually gonna spend
Rather
an
than dragging
inspiration on
around.
this.
30. You're +2 for finding. Well, this isn't technically an object, but it applies here. Aaron, with your super sharp halfling eyes and your high vantage on Rusty, you see across the clearing some bloody footprints leading between the trees. Which, let me do my fancy.
Hey, J-Mac.
Yes.
Could you go ahead and prepare my spells, like from my spell list, what you believe would be best suited towards like supporting in a fight with someone who is dealing in toxins and bullshittery like this.
What I will say is, if it does end up coming to combat, we'll probably end the session there. So, I
Alright.
will do that, but depending on how it goes for next week, if you're actually able to like be on your computer, you're free to re-prepare then, because you might have a
Fucking
completely
it,
different.
next week is not looking likely.
Oh,
See, I will do so, but probably not right
I will
now.
say that what you have now made me want to make a D&D boss that is literally Dance Dance Revolution.
This is not quite close, but it is similar.
Hey, Hippos, got some notice here.
Notice?
Yeah. Oh, hey, no, it's blood. Nice.
Oh dear. Does it look like normal blood? I don't know if Fey
It-
blood looks different. Do Fey even
It's very-
bleed?
Some
Some do.
Does this
Kinda
Indeed.
one?
Yeah, it looks like regular blood. As much as the art likes to make it look like grape juice. It appears that someone's like there's actual bloody footsteps, as if the bottom of her shoes were coated in blood.
Right, so
What's weird is that it kind of isn't next to anything, it's just in here.
right, so it doesn't look like someone's been bleeding as they're walking. It looks like someone's walked through a pool of blood and is leaving footprint.
Yeah.
Right.
But there isn't a pool of blood here. Hey, Hippos, you've been around Fae. They use illusions, right?
Yes. This one used lots of illusion. Could have illusioned his feet away.
Is it? Gestures?
Just his feet.
I shall say. Well, he was meaning his footprints, but you know what Ipos is like, so it's safe to
Yeah.
disbelieve.
Appears to be real.
Ipos think it real.
Well, see where they go.
Think he hidden.
Hey, Rusty, take a chemical sample.
Which
Here, Rusty sniffs and tries to identify.
which way were they heading?
Yeah, this way.
Yeah, but
It
were
looks
they
to
heading
be
that way or were they heading towards the gate?
away from the gate.
Away
this
from
way.
the gate, right.
Did you say Rusty's casting Identify?
No, Rusty's just making sure he knows what the smell is.
Okay, he's schnorfing.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any more like mundane tracks? Normal tracks
For
that
that-
aren't blood steps?
That would require a survival check.
Looks expectantly at everybody else.
Why? I'm not very good at it, but I can try.
I'm untrained.
I believe with the departure of Wolf, you lost your main survival person. Ironically, I think the second best person is June.
yeah, I was about to say
How good's June?
6.
Well, when following tracks, I'm technically an 8.
Okay, never. She is technically second best still.
Rusty's got a +6 plus his scent. I don't know what that means.
I mean,
I mean-
only if sent is relevant, but
Scent is basically if there isn't tracks, you can know it as attempt to track by scent, but it doesn't give you any bonuses. Unless, but it gives you bonuses to perception to smell things, is basically it.
Well, Rusty's gonna roll independently.
Yes, that's fine.
And then I'll
Everyone
roll as
who's
well.
capable can roll.
So mine's a 20.
Nice. What the fuck? What do you. How, what? That's a big bonus to
You wonder
something.
why I have a +5 bonus to tracking?
Yeah.
Because someone decided to give me the goggles of detection.
Oh, okay, that makes sense now. No, it's just because like +5 is a very hefty bonus, but
It
it makes
is.
sense if it's from an item.
Remember, I have steampunk goggles that make me see better.
Yes. Ren, you do indeed see some tracks. They're a couple hours old, you'd guess. Maybe like 5, 6. They're pretty much on the tail end of you not being able to see them. But they seem to lead deeper into the woods to the east. Do you wish to follow them?
Before
Great question. Are the footprints psychically charged at all?
If you cast psychic, detect psychic significance, yes, slightly.
Okay.
Like
Okay.
it's like as if someone tracked the residual events through this place.
I'll keep that in mind. Just might be a little, nothing else. A very slight aid for Renan when he's keeping track of it.
Fair enough.
before we start following them, would it be possible to contact any of the like small fae that are in the area?
Hmm.
And
You
just
could
be like,
certainly
you know,
try.
have you seen this guy coming through? What left those prints? Blah blah blah. You know, just someone to talk to. Someone who
plus-
actually knows things.
Give me a diplomacy check and also an offering to attempt to attract the fae in the area. They don't work for free, unfortunately.
There is a diplomacy, and what would be a suitable offering?
Depends really on depend on what you offer will basically guide what you attract. Usually food is a good offering. Or at least if you want something nice.
Unfortunately, I used my £5 of cake mix.
Well,
I
Silas
would have some form of like rations or foods or something though, unless Silas particularly wants to give things.
Silas will pipe up that I do have a nice bottle of absinthe here, as well as a bottle of fine wine.
Either
Yeah,
would work.
Perhaps they would appreciate this, he says as he snaps to mint, pulls out a bottle of wine.
Yeah,
Your tiny little puppet in a butler outfit.
will work. I'm not sure we should really be getting the local fae completely smashed, but hey.
It is only wine. It doesn't even that.
What the plan of getting the Fae completely smashed?
Yeah, that'll work.
Fae typically have the best saves of reflex and will. So fortitude go.
Yeah.
Sure. Epos, you set up a small offering to the fae, offering this fine wine. It takes a couple of minutes, but eventually a brownie appears, looking, the best way you could say to describe this brownie is motherly. Maybe it has a Karen haircut.
Oh god. If anyone asks, Alana is the manager.
Understood.
Alana does have, like, kind of a Karen haircut. Or I guess as close as you get to in this party.
I don't have hair. I also completely missed what you said.
Is it Venegan Ren?
Ah.
Depends. But they walk up, pick up the bottle of wine, swig, and say, "What do you want, honey?"
God.
So
So much for motherly.
I
So-
lean
Yeah, I
over
said
to Ipos.
looked. Let's see if it worked.
I'll lean over to Ipos.
Oh,
This is a fae?
Ipos just nods a few times. He seems quite surprised by the little brownie.
no, I can see this being motherly. This is the I'm the 40-year-old mother who's been smoking since I.
Yeah, the
smoking
sort
since-
of chain smoking for 20 years, mother.
I love it.
Oh, jeez. So, oh yes, hello, friend. We come here looking for someone. Maybe you seen them possibly using the Fae Gate. Might be maybe too scary for you, but we're looking for Duke of whatever the hell it was. I've closed that notes page now.
Versions, yeah.
looking for him. Know he's in this area. See footprints over there in blood. Wondering if you know about it, whether you know which way he go, where he stay, what he like, if he's still completely cray-cray.
Yeah, she takes a long drag of her cigarette. Oh yeah, honey, horrible neighborhood. I don't know their voices. I'm wrong with it.
For fuck's sake.
I mean, it
Try to
was.
raise 6 kids here. I can help you though. She begins to give a long, detailed description of directions where it's like, head north 5 minutes, see that tree? Oh good, turn left. And she seems to give you directions to his home.
Oh,
Is that all, honey? I got 5 kids waiting for me.
Part of the home,
Didn't you have 6 just now?
And I lost one. Take her eye off him. Boom, gone.
Fuck's sake.
I think I got that. Erin looks up from her notepad she was writing.
Can
dear.
you tell us anything about him? What's he like? I've heard some stuff. Don't know how out of date it is. Anything you know about him? Has he been going back
Know
to the
what?
Feywild?
Oh, he goes all the time. Don't know what he's doing there.
Oh,
Don't get near him. Smells.
very naughty boy.
You try raising kids in this economy? Don't go near people like that.
Economy?
Yeah, this economy.
Uh-huh.
Awful.
Right.
Awful, awful.
See, like the acorn growth's a bit rough, or
Oh, acorn straight down. Don't do acorns anymore. $7.
I'll sell them.
Look, you seem like nice kids. Best luck to you. I'm out. As she picks up a bottle of wine and leaves.
Okay.
I want to leave.
Oh dear.
Oh,
Maybe I shouldn't have offered the wine.
That Fae should not be allowed children.
Oh, wow, holy shit.
That's completely derailed every train of thought I had.
Serious fight. Wine mom?
I got the notes of the directions she said. Where does she get cigarettes?
Probably other offerings, or stole them, or made them. Maybe
find
they
her.
bought them in the acorn economy.
Okay. Next time, I guess I'll bring cigs. Okay.
Oh, jeez.
It's this way, guys.
Is the directions the same way as the footprint?
To begin with, at least, yes. Well, as noted, for at least Ren, at least, you're coming to the tail end of how long you can really follow the tracks, but they do seem to... general direction, at least, yeah, same.
Right, that's good. That's good.
I'll just keep my eyes peeled for.
Well, baby brownies, apparently, as soon as she's lost one.
She's lost. Yeah, I guess.
You just see her walking along with an entirely human baby.
What?
It's carried in one hand.
Wait.
What?
I'm mostly joking, but I do like the mental imagery.
The baby is larger than her. I mean, it's well taken care of. It's very fat.
Aren't all babies?
Yes.
Well, particular? I don't know. I don't want to ponder this anymore. I wish to leave.
Yes, tis a silly place. Let us leave.
Why did you drink? Why?
Did you expect anything better from the Fae?
I don't know.
I also don't know why
I
the
don't
first
know.
place my mind went was Chainsmoker Wim Mum. Brownie.
Because we offered wine.
I mean, yeah.
So why wouldn't you?
I could have
For
done,
the
like,
wine.
could have done anything, technically. Anyway, you can follow the track should you wish. You've unlocked the alternative place to investigate.
I think we at least follow the same sort of general direction stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
If they're heading in roughly the same direction anyway.
I'm just gonna gather you all up.
God, my head hurts now.
It's for all day. Sure, my pain.
Hey,
I'm also
why
just
do
gonna
you do
quickly
this to
check.
me?
Did I set up this map correctly? Why is there a lot of red lines?
I like lines.
Oh right, for some reason I did all the light shit in this yellow. Why'd I hate myself? Anyway. You're coming from the east. West, rather. Directions are meaningless.
They really are with you.
Shush. As you come across, not quite a clearing, but an area in the forest where the directions seem to end. This is apparently the place.
Remember, Fey home's often hidden. Remember the Dryad home on the floaty island where it was all underground and hidden?
If you want me to take stereotypes into consideration, that's a big fucking tree right there.
Yes, it is.
Do we knock? Do I burn it down?
Maybe not burn down if we're not sure it's his home. If it is, then maybe.
Aaron's gonna look for signs of
No,
being lived in of this
Yes.
area,
that's probably
wear
better.
patterns, stuff like that.
People are free to give me a general perception or survival.
Aaron has just been thrown. Just
She's traumatized.
So is Ipos. He's used to, well,
luckily
semi-used
Rusty
to this stuff, but jeez.
doesn't give a shit about wine bombs.
True.
Damn, Rusty. Have a heart, come on.
Holy shit. Okay, team
Alright.
construct.
Woo!
Keeping the focus there.
Yeah. Fey magic
No.
doesn't mean shit to them.
Eyes on the prize.
And they both have ways of defeating illusions, which is good.
Which actually turns out to be, I believe, the reason why you see what you do. 4. Most of you, unfortunately, don't see any, like, tracks, any, like, broken things which would indicate, like, an actual person passing through here. But Aster and Rusty see something that everyone else don't. This tree stump is an illusion.
Ah, told ya.
Rusty's got something.
Astra starts chiming.
What is it, boy? It's a stump? It's good. Oh, why is your head going through the stump?
He just wants
Oh,
his head to go straight for the stump.
Thump. Ipos tries to stick his hand through this.
It goes through. Well, actually, roll my will save as you interact with it.
If it's real.
Hey, you're
woo!
good. Your hand goes straight through.
Oh,
You get
yes.
fucking 26.
Told you it often, Heidi. Thump sticks his head through it. Straight
give
into
me
the
a
bear
second.
trap. Chomp.
I'm going. Yes. No, I'm going to copy your token. Look over to the right. I guess I can do this. Right.
Ah, pulls his head back out. His cave system. Puts his head back in.
What? Aaron says as she sticks her head in.
Copying. Pasting.
Oh. Alright, Rusty down.
Whoop.
Ah, you're sending Rusty down?
No, I'm going on top of Rusty
Oh, you're
down.
okay. Rusty like down as in lie down. Okay.
No, go down the hole.
Oh, he is going down the hole.
He is
Yeah.
going down the hole with Erin on
Okay.
back.
Yeah.
Which,
I'm going to be taking a perception check for traps, but
yeah. No, the issue with that is, I believe we'll have to pause session as Rusty jumps down. Unfortunately, Rusty weighs a fuck ton,
yeah.
and jumping down the hole like this is kind of loud.
And Cave's Echo.
I've rung the gong for a doorbell.
As Aaron, as Rusty and you jump down, you hear the sound of clattering further within the caves. And we'll pause on this cliffhanger.
Clattering like someone was surprised and dropped things, or clattering
Yes.
of like 100 spiders coming at you?
I
Like someone dropped something.
didn't really think about that. My
It'd
bad.
be like that sometimes.
No, Tinder, it's the sound of someone dropping 100 spiders.
Oh,
Spiders.
Wouldn't be surprised.
Tasty?
I'm Spiders Man.
Freaking spiders, man, right?
King spiders. So I guess we found his home. Good job, guys. Plan successful. Way to not
Plan
die.
A.
Now, part B of the plan, kick his ass. Is
Yes.
starting.
Yes.
You know he is here. I'm assuming as you got close to the face circle, you cast all your like delay poison and shit.
No?
Never mind.
We would have buffed in
Yes.
advance. We're not that stupid.
Yeah. You knew this was coming. Presumably any long-term buffs you would have cast.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, Oh, then I probably should have had +5 to my perceptions because heightened
Yeah,
awareness is
no,
going.
like
Oh well.
there's definitely stuff I'm gonna be going over with you, JMac, because there's a couple of things I wanted to look into
Sure.
in that brief time while we were prepping for the Duke
can do that.
of Silver Shades.
The dude of Silver
Most,
Shades.
mostly talking to Nell to see if like
Ah.
she'd be willing to exchange for delay poison if it's on her wish
I
list.
believe you've already gotten that from her.
I do not believe I have delay poison.
Let me check. That's something I can do very quick. Assuming. Roll 20, please. Let me open sheets.
No. Don't wanna.
Okay, no, you never did. You grabbed status. That's why. Nell does have delay poison. That's certainly something you should
Status?
trade for. Yeah.
Wow,
I
why
like
did I grab status?
Well, Nell has it, so I assumed you must have just grabbed it from her because she has it, and it's free real
I
estate.
guess so.
The power of witches.
Yeah,
Actually, oh yeah, she does have delay poison. You can grab that from
yeah.
her.
I mean, it also has to be on the witch list in order for me to do that. If it's from her alchemy, then that doesn't work.
No. Oh, actually, no. She doesn't. No, not high enough level to get second level alchemy spells.
She's not me.
Yeah, she's secondary alchemist. Enough that she gets bombs, pretty much.
All right.
Yes, this will be an interesting upcoming session.
Of course, everyone's watched us stick heads through the stump and jump down, so they probably know it's an illusion.
Yeah, that's clear at this point, at least. Just need to remember for next time.
There's one thing I kind of wanted to do during
Hmm?
downtime. I could cover it in like 30 seconds if you could.
What is it?
I would like to do identify, not the identify, but the object reading on the poison I extracted from the assassin.
Poison. Object reading.
Assassin?
Yeah, the guy that Ren kicked his ass.
Oh! Wait, hold on. That Ren kicked his ass?
Yeah.
During the festival.
Mhm.
There was that dude who I went into the back with those other people and beat the shit
Right.
out of.
I'm
That
thinking.
one.
I'm thinking that if it was a creature created by the cyst, its
Okay.
lifespan might be short enough that I could maybe see its creation, but it's just a rough theory.
Give me an appraise. But chances are I'll rate something up for that, because I have to think.
A creature, not is it a creature also created by the cyst, creature created in a hurry by the cyst.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know,
I have a few things.
The
Get
33.
33 appraise. Oh god, that's a lot of memories.
You don't need to fulfill all of them. They might not have that many.
No, yeah. Though I will note if you get a memory that is essentially useless.
Yeah.
Where did I write my note? Oh, it'd be in that document.
I mean, one of the memories is probably getting its ass kicked.
Yeah, probably. But happened very quickly, so who knows?
Doesn't matter if it happened quickly. It must pretty, surprising.
It was more that I got taken out in like a round.
Oh shit! Yeah, no, just leave that right there. Thank you. So my other monitor just arrived.
Yay.
well then.
God, Torn, you have such bad luck with anything electrical.
Yeah,